Okay. So at least the bot sort of worked. It's not, I don't have, my little alert list isn't working for me still, but I smashed my ankle and now it's like doing that weird thing where it's like, it's tingly, so I like want to itch it and touch it and stuff, but it's not helping. Anyways, hey, everybody, it's a stream! It will be a short one, because I still have a bajillion things to do. But knowing that, I definitely won't be able to do it next week, and possibly the week after that, and so on and so forth. I didn't want to not do it, so it's like I'm here. We'll do it. We'll chat a little bit. We'll have sometimes. The D&D has to wait until 9 o'clock. Rules will not apply, because I'm probably gonna try to end the stream around 9. And we played Breach this weekend, so that rule's going out the window, because we want to talk about it, and I don't want to wait several weeks for it. So, assuming the game will let us do it. Anyways, how are you all doing? Things are things, and things are stuff. Ooh, that's very good. That's very good. I'm very excited about that. Anyways, yeah, things have been wild since last stream. You can fill in some of the blanks, given that yesterday or the day before, I feel like it was yesterday. Had to be yesterday, yeah, that I was like, I'm leaving. So, goodbye. Yeah, so, I am heading to Low Parents, at the end part of this week to go help with stuff for a little bit, and yeah, I know it's not 9 yet. Yeah, no, Carl, don't worry. We just said there are no rules for the D&D talk tonight, so we can do that whenever. I'm waiting for Breach until James is here, but fuck it, the rest of it. A D&D group is having to go on hiatus indefinitely. It's a great reason, but still, it's like, okay. It's a great reason. So, the great reasons I've previously seen groups go on hiatus for, like, an undetermined period of time. So you're saying indefinitely. Because I feel like there's a difference between indefinitely and undetermined length of time. Sassy! Thank you for the resub! 79 months! I'm excited to see you, even if it's for shitty reasons. It probably won't be for very long. Because I'll be doing all the other things, and you'll be doing other things, or whatever. But it will be cool to see you. It's not a happy reason. Okay. Interesting. So, like, a great reason is in good excuse, like, it is understandable, but not, like, yay, great. Got it. Yeah. I've seen it, yeah, so then I'm not gonna make any more guesses. I'm sorry, your group's having to go on hiatus. That's boo. And you can't, I'm sure you've all thought about, could you just keep going without a person or whatever? I'm not gonna ask more questions. If you want to volunteer information, you can. I'm not gonna make you talk about it, though. Especially if it's not, like, I don't want to make you, like, share something that's not, like, yours to share either. I'm having so much fun with my ponytail. My hair is so long! This is insane, as a ponytail. Remember when my hair was shorter than this? Down? Anyways. Oh, now I have a lot of questions? Okay. Now I have a lot, like, now I'm filling in gaps, and I don't know if my version is correct. But my version's certainly interesting. Anyways, hey guys, I made a coaster. I'm very excited. A friend of mine cut some acrylic for me and engraved it to have a little D20, because I couldn't actually find a coaster mold that was just a regular D20 that didn't have text on it. I found a bunch that had text and had numbers and whatever. And I just wanted a plain one. So she made one for me, and then I made a mold of it. And I made it to look like my logo. I don't think I have any of my stickers up here, but it's like the stripes in my logo a little bit. And I'm very excited. So once I get back from the Low Parrots thing, I get to start making coasters. Because I've been trying to find other things I can do that aren't just dice. So I can have, like, I'm trying to have a wider range of price points available. for some things, just because I want to have more options and more opportunities for sales and things like that. Because the economy sucks. I was like, I like coasters. I want a nerdy coaster. And now I can make coasters. Anyways. Careful, Gwen, your Makoto is showing. I mean, that would also be accurate. Gwen! I'm gonna wait for James to be here. Gwen, I would say, you know what? I would almost dare say Gwen's Makoto showed a little bit. Guys, remember last weekend? Or last week? When I was trying to find Gwen on a list of NPCs. Earnestly. Because I forgot her name was actually Makoto. Remember that? That was funny. Anyways, I didn't send that clip to James. I should do that. He has no idea that happened. I just finished at the gym. Yay, gym! Why? Because it's 4 inches, so it looks wide, but it's like, it's the same width as, like, it's actually less wide than, like, my stone coasters and everything. I also have, let's see, I have this coaster, and that's the same. I don't know why it looks wider. I guess maybe because of the corners technically extend a little bit beyond, but like edge to edge, it's still 4 inches. So, I love it. You want it? Well, good news. I can hook you up. Do I have time to pour one? What colors do you want? Because it sets quickly, and there's no finishing work other than putting little feetsies on it. I could pour one before I come on Friday. So, let me know. And I could bring it with me. I only have one mold, so I can only make one, but I could do it. Oh, what do I think that means? What color do I want that to be? I have thoughts. But anyways, I'm very excited about it. I'm excited to have these. And I like because the lines are engraved in it. Because I wanted to, like, I have some acrylic coasters, but they're fully flat. So if my drink condensates, it ends up, like, suctioning to it. And so I have the lines on here with the hope that that won't happen. So we'll find out eventually. I don't know if this drink is going to condensate. But, you know, we'll give it a good honest try. We're going to get rid of my Hollow Jeff coaster for now. Sorry, Jeff. And you're gonna... God, I need to clean my desk so bad. It's a problem for future gen. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I have to decide what I think my interpretation of what color green Krilla is. Watching a ramen shop. Hi, ramen shop! I know the implication wasn't that they could hear me, but I like to think they could. Anyways, we're gonna play some Persona. We got into the casino last time, so in theory we're out of cutscene hell, but maybe not, because I remember when we went into the bank, we're like, oh yes, we're in the bank, and then walked 10 feet in and then triggered a bunch of other stuff, and then we were back in cutscenes. So maybe, I don't know. Yay! Does he know? I don't know, I wanna be vague, so that way I don't mess anything up, but I don't wanna... You understand what I'm talking about. He doesn't have to. And also, you can be not vague, because he's not going to understand, or because he didn't answer my question. I made the joke to Mom that I might need to bring my tiara and my headset, like... He won't know. Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was like, will I be more recognizable? Do I need to bring a cardboard, like, frame and hold it around? Banana, thank you, 42! No relevance at all, nothing special about it. I had to roll multiple D100s this weekend. I had to roll multiple ones. I rolled an 8. If I had been a cleric, it would have been dope. It was not a roll I wanted. See, this is weird, because Gwen's got a complicated relationships with D100 rolls now, because some of the ones she's done, she's needed a high number, like when she was trying to not die. and needed a high number to apparently summon Hammond and Stromwith to come save her. But then she needed a low number when we were going through Maria's dreamscape area, and apparently encountered magic that was gonna, like, age her a whole bunch, and I rolled a 7. God, yeah, I think that was a 7. It's funny that it was a 7. We'll talk about why it was funny later. Oh, sorry, I missed it! Cheers! Cheers, everybody! Hi, sweetie. So... Oh, Persona has to go for at least 69. We're on, like, 52 right now. I think today's 52. Maybe 53. I don't know. We're already in the 50s, and I don't think I'm so fortunate as to only have 15 left. Yeah, so then, yeah, I was apparently rolling for how many years I was going to lose off of my life/amulet. So I was really glad I rolled low then. And then I had to do more this weekend. And the first one, I rolled an 8 on it. Spoiler! That was not the number to roll. I did it. Oh my god, we already did a cheers! We'll do another cheers! Cheers! Insane. Okay, anyways. We're gonna get into the casino. We'll talk about stuff. James will be here. We'll talk about D&D. We'll talk about other things. And then, yeah, we're gonna try to end around 9, because I still have to go, like, I still have to do some more packing and stuff. So we'll do that and things and stuff. And then I'm gonna assume none of these are gonna work the way they're supposed to. I was on a big delay. Okay, so that's good. That's good. In theory, we're fine. In theory, we're fine. All right. This game actually have an ending. God, if it's anything like Persona 4, I would assume it's actually got multiple endings. So I don't know how many it's possible to get, like, at a single playthrough, and that's not me asking. I don't want to know. But it was very much like we're gonna see. Okay. All right. So you've been picturing Krilla as like a brighter green. Okay. Verdancy has. We'll talk later. Because Verdancy I think had gold foil and stuff in it. Like a friend I'm asking for. You've gamed so hard. You deserve to escape Persona. I'm trying. God, I'm trying to claw my way out of this actual prison. Okay. We're gonna load game. We're in the very beginning of the casino. It's great. We'll see what this is doing. I think we already set up my party. Yeah. Yeah? This is still my old party. I don't know if I'm supposed to be bringing anybody. I don't know if I'm supposed to be bringing what's-his-nuts, Robbie Damon with me. Oh. Wait, you know what we do need to do, though? Hold on. Hold on. We gotta... Let's see. We gotta see. Boss's suit. What does that mean? Oh, they don't wear their outfits if they're... Oh, we're not in any outfit. We're in our own outfits right now. I'm an idiot. We're not threats right now. Just kidding. We're moving on. Okay. All right. This is...
Wait.
I mean, why not? Okay, fine. Why does it matter if we garner attention? Hey. Just... Yeah. That's so much garbage. Things I've said during this game a lot. Yeah, you and I will talk later, Sassy, about things. Still curses. Okay. Alright, well, then jump. Oh, it's pretty, but also, like, kind of weird looking. When you had the option to choose the wrong answer, instead it continued for like another 20 streams, right? Hi, Jess. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I hope it continues to be better.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
He shouldn't know that! He shouldn't know that.
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
What an outfit this is.
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
He's not supposed to. That's for sure. He's gonna, though. He's gonna surprise us with this knowledge. My coaster is actually not fully set yet, it turns out. Where did I put my other coaster? Alright. We're gonna do that. Looks like a nutcracker mixed with those water physics birds. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree. 100%.
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them.
We're telling him a lot of
People
things.
may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
Do that.
This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
I mean, it's a first for you, like, doing it like this, yeah.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
Okay, well,
I will not allow that to happen.
after you had your whole adventure with Haru, Morgana, I don't think you got a lot of room to talk there. Oh. Hopefully he still feels like that in a couple days when I'm no longer just trapped in the TV.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th.
We got plenty of time.
Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
I mean, that's like a reasonable question. But I do
My apologies.
I do appreciate your suspicion of his existence.
Well then, let's go.
I feel somewhat nervous.
Why did we go to threat status and then not threat status? Anyways, I need 1 second. I have to go do something. I'm just gonna be... He's checking out because find your stream. Heck yeah! Gotta love them chicken nuggies. I just gotta... I got a heater running over here to do dicey things, but it's on an automatic safety timer. So I have to keep resetting it and being like, no, bitch, don't turn off. Okay, everything's fine now. Okay. We're good now? We're good. Everything's fine. Anyways, let's see. Fun and exciting things. Speaking of everything's fine, Jeff and I were looking for a, okay, yeah, we're jumping there. Let's go down, let's over here. Jeff and I were looking for a place to get brunch, and he found an option that was near the old animation studio. And I was like, man,
Focus.
I have legit not been over there in quite a while. That'll be... Oh, it moved. I didn't like that. It's like, that'll be kind of interesting to be back in its vicinity. But sure, let's go to this breakfast place. First of all, the breakfast place was great. Second thing, the animation studio, and I knew that the department had been slimmed down, to say the least. But what I did not know is that it had fully moved out of the building it had been in, and it is now a gym. And let me tell you, the cognitive dissonance of seeing that was wild, especially because even when it was the animation studio, the entire place, like all the floors were like that rubber floor that a gym is, made it very easy to clean up all of the tears from all of us like laying down crying. So I understand why it was like that. So it being a gym totally makes sense. But after I saw this, I was like, well, now I gotta find pictures of the inside of this place.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
She can see us?
Oh, she's looking right at us. Dude, this outfit of hers. Is that a tattoo that she's got going on?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
This is when Ryuji's like, I'm down, sure.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
No, that's not how this works, buddy. Yeah, she's just straight up looking at us. Anyways, it's still a sweatshop is the funniest fucking thing, Joe. And I can't believe I didn't have that thought. That's very good. Yeah, so we found a bunch of like pictures and stuff of the inside. Oh, we are just going down. Okay. We found a bunch of pictures and stuff from the inside, and it was so funny to be like, oh, it's like the server room is now, I was like, oh, the server room is now like the aerobics room. I was like, oh, 2D animation is a whole bunch of like, is where all the dumbbell free weights are. That's cool. It was such a weird tour. They were like, they had a bunch of videos like showing the place, and it was so weird to like kind of like go on that virtual tour and be like, oh yes, I cried there. This was where the soundproof room was, where we could all go cry like real hard and no one would bother us. I was like, oh, this is where the meeting was, where I told somebody to go fuck themselves. I was like, this is the kitchen with the whiskey cap. And it's a gym now. It was incredible. Damn, yeah, I want to cosplay this outfit.
So you've come.
Okay, the eye makeup is a bit wild.
The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Oh, Flash, that wasn't even the half of it. That was the communal whiskey cabinet. And then a lot of the desks had their own bottles of stuff for like personal stashes. Tech team was fond of tequila, so they kind of had their little stash. They gifted me a bottle on my last day after I quit, partially because they were like, the way in which you quit was spectacular. You've earned this, and also like, thank you for all the work you did. So that was very sweet. I kept a bottle of Kahlua at my desk, so that way first thing in the morning I could put it in my coffee. When I say I had a drinking problem when I worked there, it's not hyperbole. It's why I didn't drink on stream for a long time during that job and after that job. It was not good. That place was terrible. I routinely turned my desk into a blanket for it, because like I had a laptop is where I did a lot of my work, and there was a dock so I could have multiple monitors. And my desk was also very close to the door, so I had a blanket Because when in the winter, everybody coming in and out of that door would be a little bit chilly. So I would put it over the front of my desk so I could sit under my desk to, like, have a little bit of peace and quiet to get my work done and then just cry in there. It was a good time. I'm not a big fan of bread pudding, though. Pathos. It's something about the texture of it just doesn't work for me. Yeah, the place was bad. Oh, hey, she's gone. I can do that.
Damn it! Over there!
It's why are we saying damn it? Like, we know where she's going. She told us. She told us. Like, none of this is...
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors.
Seems
Come,
being
Joker.
the operative word.
Let us pursue her.
No, I don't... Robbie Damon's got some...
Let us get after her, Joker.
Got some... Here's the thing. Here's the problem. I don't want to just go up there right now. I thought that said wiener for a second. Because she doesn't see us as a threat. Going into her office right now, I guess it's better that I don't... That I'm not a threat. Maybe I'll turn into a threat while I'm up there. Oh, Sundry, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was one of the things at the place I worked that I'm intentionally not naming for so many reasons. Was like, we're the cool place to work. We have alcohol on the premises. And it's like, and then after you're there for not a lot of time, you're like, oh, it's because literally this job drives everyone to drink and it's bad. So yeah, all the things, for the people who do know the place, I've said it before, when the shit hit the fan on Reddit and social medias and whatever, and people were like, oh, it can't have been that bad, I promise you that the only way in which it wasn't that bad is that it was actually worse, and there's just no way to actually, like, impress that on anyone.
Joker.
No, fucking let me do other things. I don't want to go the direction you want me to go. Fine, we'll go in the stupid elevator. Yeah. Oh, you're a save room. We're gonna do that.
We can rest here.
I'll just add this.
Yeah, when you learn the alcohol is medicinal, not recreational. Yeah.
I have something.
Yeah, when everybody's feels like they gotta drink either in their morning coffee or with their lunch.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Well, this seems like an oversight on her part.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a players' club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Oh my god, you're so dumb. See, what? So in these cutscenes, we're in these outfits. Am I just running around like...
Casinos typically have a membership system called a players' club.
Yeah.
Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
We're gonna hold on a second.
A shadow!
Oh, you suck. Okay.
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes.
Okay.
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
Everyone should be getting bad vibes from this. I'm gonna feign like, oh, you know.
Who knows? I would estimate that you all won't even have to step in and help, though.
Like, he literally is supposed to know nothing about this place. So the fact that he's like, ah, yes. Leopard and a Speedo wielding 2 swords. Totally fine for a first battle. Like, it's not first.
Well then, let us begin.
I guess these are the outfits I have us in? Alright.
Don't worry. You can leave this one to me.
I don't remember putting myself this casual, but okay.
Take them down, Robin Hood!
Yeah, okay. At this, cause yeah, I don't know. I thought I had them in different outfits.
Let's make this quick.
Okay.
Persona!
What do you have? Okay, so we've got Robin Hood. So you've got, all right. Damn, buddy.
Ready anytime.
Okay, so we got Curse and... All right. So yeah, we'll try this guy.
Robin Hood! Persona!
Oh, that's right. I still have my bullshit guy on. Let's do things that are slightly, you know, more where I should be. Oh, you're pretty low level right now, but sure. Yeah.
You're mine.
Just so we get the data. Ow.
The opponent is strong.
Oh, I meant to. I should have done a curse thing. That's fine.
Take this.
I thought I had done curse with what's his butt.
Persona!
Nullified?
Interesting. All right. Sure. We'll just. I don't think it's necessary, but got it. So the learning is I need to change everyone's outfits because I was confused. They look like they're casual stuff. So rebuilding a lightsaber kind of looked that way. See, like, yeah, now we're...
You're right.
This is fine. Wait. Did we just did I miss something, or did we just did my memory fuck up, or did I not read what I was saying? Actually read the screen, and they were like, "Oh no, we should go because we're gonna get ambushed." I maybe wasn't paying enough attention. That felt weird. Everything's fine. No, here's the thing, is I just tried to hit the button for the log. I think the log doesn't carry over between loads. Of course. Apologies for derailing it. He started! He could,
Crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got.
What do you mean the crucial... No, what? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so it is letting me go back further. Okay. I guess we did... I guess I misunderstood that when I first read it.
Okay.
Alright, that's fine. Oh my Jesus. No... What? Hold on. Oh, no, the news thing. Got it. Anyways. So, you all know that, Oh, changed up the survey question. Yikes. Why is it a problem for you?
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter though. It shouldn't matter. The fact that we cared is why it was a problem. Anyways, you're sitting, so I'm not gonna be able to leave. I'm just gonna be able to, like, kind of leave. What do I got? What do I got? I don't have those things. I can... maybe make some coffee. Oh, you're right.
Let's do it.
I should save. So Jeff was in Europe last week. And through a series of circumstances, the group he was traveling with essentially ended up with a small bar to themselves, like opened just for them. He is... Do I want to do coffee or do I want to do curry? I feel like I want to do coffee. We're gonna do coffee.
Hey!
I don't think you're gonna let me call her. Oh, I can bring her in? Oh, but then... So I can get you to do coffee. And I could do something else for my stats upstairs. Never mind.
Yep. Hey!
Yeah, I'll make coffee.
Make
I'm
sure
gonna
you
do it.
close up.
Okay. So apparently in the bathroom there, the text I got from him, it's like,
Yes.
at
All right.
the urinals, in the bathroom, in the men's bathroom, there's a big red button. So of course, he has to touch the button. And apparently, he touched it, and music started playing, and a disco ball came down and lit up. Which I love. I do want to know if there was an equivalent in the women's restroom. But yeah, so he was drinking in Ireland at the disco urinal. It was great. I was like, bold of you to see a button next to a urinal and go, I'm gonna touch it without having any idea what it might be. I just said he was in Europe, Ashley!
Well then.
Wasn't anywhere in the US, that's for sure, and I don't know how you would know about any other disco urinals. You thought he was in Kentucky? When have I ever said he's been in Kentucky? Not even tonight. Hi, Gwen. Okay, yeah, right, we got it. We're good. Yeah, that's my second question, Ashley, is how do you know about a thing in Kentucky? There's so many things that I have questions about now.
Hey!
Yeah, exactly. There's no need to go. I mean, it's her sister. I understand why she's worked up about it. But, like, everybody else can be chill. We can all fucking chill. You're like, yeah, we trust you. We absolutely trust you. We super trust you. And then constantly text me. Okay.
Okay.
Oy, oy, oy. Mission start. How's my plant doing?
Hey.
Oh, God. Oh, I know we need to do some shit in mementos.
Hey, hey!
Yeah, I'll give it. Oh, no, I'm, like, out of nutrients.
Nice.
Shit, where do I find more? I would like to know if and when you'll be installing the disco button in your home restroom. I'm glad Jeff doesn't watch the streams, because if he heard you say that, in about an hour we'd be hearing because the guest bathroom is just on the other side of my office wall, we'd be hearing the hammering going on while he's trying to figure out where to put it.
Yes!
Okay. Alright, I have multiple messages. I'm not talking to either of you. Okay. Let's... Okay, he's not there. So... Actually asking what? What did I ask? I don't remember a thing I asked. Oh, where I can buy nutrients. That I would actually want to know. I probably also need... books. Okay, let's... I think I finished my DVD. God, where do I... I think it was Shibuya Main Street for DVDs, so... We're gonna try that.
Hey, hey!
The flower shop makes sense. I feel like a fucking idiot. Alright. Yes.
Welcome.
Okay. I want... That's guts. I think it's... Shit, what do I need? I know I need guts. Guts and proficiency. Oh. Well, I know I need proficiency, so we'll do this one. Okay, so we did that. Do you have any new books, finally?
Welcome.
No. Okay. Guy McPher. Yeah, that was a pretty good joke there. All right.
Oh.
Yes. Sure. I don't feel like I need the HP ones, but we'll do it. Just gonna shove a whole bunch of sodas in my pocket. I was like, why is everybody wearing weird hats? It is October 30th. Raw punch? Practically liquid caffeine. Incredible. No, fuck. Okay.
Oh.
I think I got upset about that one before, too. Nasty has an unexpectedly great taste. Starve it. Okay. All right. So we did that stuff. Let's go to the flower shop.
What do you want to do?
I want to shop.
What would you like?
Oh god, I don't need that much. That was the wrong direction. Yeah, I'll get 5 while I'm here, so I don't have to think about it. Okay. Great. Problem child. Yeah, looking slightly problematic up there. This is some Danganronpa looking shit. Okay. So, god, I feel like I probably need to do memento stuff.
I should write something.
I don't want to. But I can't hang out with Robbie Damon. Max?
I'll
Pretty
just
sure
add
Nope,
this.
not that button. I'm pretty sure I've maxed out. Let's see. I need to, like, I want to check stuff. So I'm looking for Maruki and... Okay, so Akechi's on 6, and James did tell me I need to get it to 8, but I can't hang out with him right now. And then Maruki's at 9, and he's supposed to be at 9. Okay. So, yeah. Ugh. There's one of the shops I got a job at that I literally never went back to. Oh, I also, while I'm thinking about it, should check my... So yeah, it's guts, proficiency, and kindness. That's what I need to be working on. So I have the DVD. I think I still have a video game to work on. I probably should mementos. But if I mementos, then I can't do anything with my knight? Is that also right? That's me asking. Because I feel like Sunday nights I'm supposed to do something. Oh god, I'm vibrating so much. It's Joe is texting me during stream? How fucking rude. Joe, I love you. I'm gonna read out Ashley's comment, which I think is still about MacGyver. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I ever actually saw an episode of MacGyver. I feel like I just understand, like, the culture of MacGyver and the idea of it. I don't know if I ever actually watched a single episode. When I was little, I took the pilot episode literally, so now I'm gonna have to go watch this, and thought if I ate a chocolate bar and drank a soda, it'd turn into a yucky paste in my stomach and I wouldn't be able to poop anymore. I have so many questions was good shit. Sassy. It's really bad after the comment Ashley just made. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Mementos tires you out for the rest of the day. So yeah, I don't think I want to do that because I think I want to do something on Sunday night. But also, I don't know if I've just imagined that. I have missed 25 messages. Hold on. Let me make sure nothing's bad. Oh my god, okay. I don't know what's happening. But nothing looks like it's on fire. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's just a lot happening in a lot of places. Speaking of hanging out with Robbie Damon, I finally got around to watching the CR Sick Day episode with him, and it was just— I haven't seen that yet. I should do that. I'm behind by one regular episode, one four-sided dive. They have over 200,000 unread emails each. Jesus Christ. I have a dumb number of unread emails in my designated spam email account. It's the one I use for anything that I'm, like, supposed to, like, shopping, you know, like, order confirmations, and, like, I need to sign up for some kind of list for some reason, or make an account for Hulu, or whatever. It's like, I don't give a shit. I have a designated account for that where I'm just like, this is the void. And that's got a stupid number in it because I don't care about that one. The ones I actually use, though, I keep down to, I always keep my dice one, to under 10. There's some I leave as, like, unread as, like, a go back to this, but. Okay. Anyways, I need to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, it's a Sunday. I feel bad going into Mementos because I feel like it's such a waste of the day. I don't think there's anything I need to do with Sunday night, unless that's when I'm thinking What's His Butt will be available. Fuck it, I think we go into Mementos. Guys, I literally don't remember how to do that. It's been so long. I think I have to go back to my place. I think we gotta do the hideout, and then I go, let's go to Mementos. I feel like that's what happens. So here's what we're gonna do.
I'll just add this.
We're gonna make a little savey save, because in theory, here's the thing, is if I stall for 2 more minutes, James should be here. Oh god, yeah, actually, would going into Mementos today while everybody's being all weird for Halloween actually have an impact?
Okay.
Oh, Mako-chan.
Oh, you guys are gonna talk about a secret move I'll never get to
I
see.
didn't realize we'd take the same train.
Haru, what a coincidence. I was just thinking of you.
Oh, were you?
Yep. How should I put this? Our battles from this point forward are only going to get tougher, right? So, I've been reflecting on our approaches to combat in the hopes of finding some new tactics. In the end, I came up with something.
Sunday night is
But
Shogi
I
Girl.
realized I'll
Sunday
need
night
your
is
help
Shogi
with
Girl.
it.
Yes. That's why I was thinking about Sunday nights.
Me?
Oh, but I can't do her until I do Memento stuff. Perfect.
Sure. If I can be of any help, I'd love to work with you on this.
I appreciate it. So, what I'm thinking is...
So much voice acted stuff.
Mako-chan?
So many things today.
Now that I think about it, this
I was
is
like, did I say
probably
this
going
and
to
then
sound
just
rather
dissociate?
Don't worry. If it's your idea, Mako-chan, I'm sure it'll be great.
absurd. I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, ready to hear it?
Huh?
So, any thoughts?
What a great idea! I'd be honored to help.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope it works out.
Mm-hmm. Just leave it to me. But wow, Mako-chan, you come up with some pretty bold moves sometimes.
Can't wait. I can't wait till we talk about Breach.
I really look up to you for that.
Gwen's gonna commit war crimes.
Do you? I'm not sure how that makes me feel, but thank you.
Yes, that's the right energy.
The star will will grant us our wish if it's based on such a great plan. I'm positive.
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout.
I don't like that he's here.
We just get started?
Forced investigation will take place on November 20th. That's our deadline this time.
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure? Didn't they want to catch us as soon as they possibly could?
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward.
It's Ashley, we actually literally have like a star stone that just hangs out in my pocket.
Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective Man. You sure know a lot about internal affairs. Yes, he is quite promising.
It's not a, it's like, it's all, anyways, it's fine.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me the inner workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd movements.
That would be helpful.
All right.
Great, okay. Explore mementos, I guess. James, where are you before I click this button? Are the Phantom Thieves innocent? Uh-oh! Oh, let's look at all the things real quick. Oh, yikes. That's the second deleted I've seen. Death penalty! That one made it through? But the others have been deleted? What are the deleted ones? I saved before we came in here. So we missed, like, we'll have to do the Showtime thing again. But, like, if I exit this to save again so I don't have to see the Showtime thing again, then we gotta go through all this rigmarole again. So we're not gonna do that. It's close enough, it's fine. What else do I have? What else do I have on my list while I stall for James to be here? I want to save both those things for him being here. I need to talk about... Okay, guys, I was confused. I was very, very confused. My first interaction with this was seeing tweets about the Stanley Cup Target crossover, like collaboration thing, and people were like lining up outside of a Target at like 4 a.m. to get these cups. And I did not understand what Target was doing with hockey. I didn't understand. I didn't know what was like. What is happening? What are these pink cups? And what does it have to do with hockey? Because I was like, the only time I've ever heard Stanley Cup is hockey. No, I realized this was like a brand of cups that's like the new Yeti or whatever the fuck. So that was the first thing I'd ever heard about him. And then James is here. That was the first thing I'd heard about him, and then the next thing I saw was all these people being like, hey, did you know there's lead in them? So that was a wild journey I went on very quickly. Anyways. Hello?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, good, it worked. Happy Valentine's Day. Jeff says happy Valentine's Day, James.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day, Jeff.
I was told very specifically to make sure I told you that. I've been stalling for you to figure out what I'm supposed to do with my Sunday. I feel like I'm supposed to go into Mementos because I know I need to advance that for at least Shogi Girl. Oh, unless there's something else I should do.
Yeah, we can either explore Mementos or we can start clearing out Sai's Palace. It's your choice.
So, yeah, so we... Just to catch you back up, so when we ended last time, we ended inside the casino. So I started inside the casino today. We did the whole thing where she goes up the elevator, and then we fuck around for a little bit before people are like, maybe we should come back later. So we've done that part. So yeah, so it's either going to actual palace or, yeah, I guess doing Mementos, because I can't get to Robbie Damon for social link stuff right now. So I was like, probably one of these two things.
Yeah,
And
I would say
oh, robot. Me blurp.
Blurp blurk. I will not be contained on Valentine's Day. I would say either explore Mementos to advance Shogi Girls, because Shogi Girl is going to be... her abilities will be helpful in Sai's Palace, or you could just try to infiltrate the palace and then do Shogi Girl later while you wait to send the calling card.
If she's gonna be helpful, I'll do this now, just because after the fucking tragedy that was Okumura's palace, if I can do anything that will make me less angry later, I'd rather just do that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God, okay. So we're gonna do that. Anyways, James!
Jen.
Are you feeling full of beans?
Am I feeling... Yeah, I'm feeling full of beans.
Okay. I heard Jeff's Switch yell that the other day, and I was like, this cannot be the thing that I heard. So then we went down that rabbit hole of him being like, yes, this is what this is. Because, hey, spoilers, everyone who's playing Xenoblade. And one of the characters yelling, feeling full of beans.
Yep, that's a thing.
That's a thing. And so then he shared with me the magic of ow my face.
Yes. Yeah, I'm full of beans is the great vegetables of Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, it's a thing one of the characters yells. And I was like, and Jeff was like, I feel like I have to be hearing it incorrectly, but I don't want to Google it and ruin it for myself and find out what it's supposed to be. So I Googled it, and it is what he's saying. It is allegedly a Britishism, and a thing that you say when you're like ready to go is like you're feeling full of beans.
Yeah. Yeah,
this feels like the Australian, like, joke thing of, like, I didn't come here to fuck spiders. It feels like it's that, where it's not real, but then people just say it to, like, fuck with non-natives.
Yeah. No, yeah, it is... Not only is it sound very funny to an American audience, but that line is said so often in that game that even I, who have a very high threshold for repetitive things because children... Even I was getting a little, like, you know, twitchy every time I'd hear it near the end of the game after so many times. But, yeah, full of beans. Beans on toast is a very popular breakfast in jolly old England. So saying you're full of beans is like, I have breakfast, I'm ready to go.
Sure.
Listen up.
Oh my God, we've built up so many things here.
Very well.
Oh my God.
Really?
We have so many things we need to do.
Listen up.
I should have been counting.
Yeah. I mean, forget Sai, forget the police. We gotta take care of all of these people in Mementos all in one day.
It'll be fine. It'll be super fine. There's one I apparently can't do. I think there's something I'm supposed to do ahead of time, but like I can do the rest of them, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I know the one you need to do ahead of time, and it's honestly not worth it.
Perfect.
It is not worth.
Oh my God, there's so many. So yeah, so probably that one is my question mark still, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, 6?
Yeah, you have 6. That will be enough to make good progress.
All right. All right, yeah, fucking go now. Yeah, there we go. 6. Damn. All right, let's do it. I did save before this meeting, so that's fine.
You can save in Mementos.
Oh yeah. I just meant like if I needed to be like, you know what, we're actually not doing this with our day and like get this back. Like if I save in Mementos, then we've already committed to being in Mementos.
Yeah. The important thing is that you don't go to Mementos tomorrow in-game because it's Halloween, and if you go around town, people are actually wearing costumes, which I think is a nice little touch.
Okay, so I was wondering about that because a bunch of people were wearing like witch hats and stuff when I was around today, and I was like, is this going to be a problem?
No, it's just a fun little thing that, like, they didn't have to do that, but I feel like it's just a nice little touch that makes the world feel more fleshed out. And I love the fact, without any prompting from me, that you put Robbie Damon in the white tuxedo jacket, which is fabulous.
So I was trying to say, I was like, we got into Mementos or into the palace, and I was like, oh, we need to put him in an outfit. And I was like, and I was just scrolling and looking for something fun. I was like, what is the boss's outfit? But then we were still not a threat initially, so then I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, Boss's outfit looks great on Robbie Damon.
Okay, So we did
Okay.
all
let's do
this. This
No
is
slacking.
great. I cannot remember the last time we were in Mementos. Do I have to walk places, or can I do?
You can fast travel in the overview. I would save before.
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I'll save in a different. God,
Let's do
fucking
it.
damn it, a different slot just to be safe. Okay. No. God. This button, that button. There we go. So I guess I just will start here because there's an exclamation point.
Yeah, I would either start clearing the exclamation points or start at the lowest place you can go, and then just try to like get as deep as you can, and then get the exclamation points on the way back. Well, either way, there's no wrong way to do it.
Yeah, we'll just do it this way. Okay.
Disco cat.
There we go. Yeah, let's go deeper in there, everybody. Okay.
Hey yo, happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
This is that's fate. I've already done what I need to here. Okay, this is fine.
Yeah. Well, how are you doing, Jen?
I'm doing okay. Oh, I didn't get to ask you I had like an actual question for you beyond the beans thing. But I'm doing, I'm doing. It's been chaos. You know what the chaos is, so.
Yes, I do know the chaos.
This is a very important question. Chat, this is for you guys too. And I have done my best to come up with how to phrase this to not make it leading. Jeff and I had a disagreement on an interpretation, and I need to know which one of us is crazy. So James.
Okay.
Today is the 14th. It's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day, that is true.
There is an event happening in the future. Let's say this event is happening on the 27th of February currently. Okay? It's in the future. I need to reschedule it. So if I tell you, hey, James, can we pull that back? Can we pull it back? Is the event now earlier than the 27th or later than the 27th?
I would say if you're saying, what was your exact word, pull it back?
Pull it back.
Pull it back. I would say pull it back means you're going to do it later, because the opposite is push it forward, which means it's going to happen earlier.
Thank you. Thank you so much, James. I love you. I love you so much. You can remove one of the marks on your fucky wucky card.
Yay! Oh, why did I use permanent marker?
We were having a conversation about a thing, and he said something about changing it on the schedule. He said he was gonna pull it back. And I went, okay. If you're moving it back, that gets it further away. And he was like, no, pull is the operative word, so you're pulling it towards you. And I was like, then where did back come from? What are you doing? So then we got like way deep into, there were like diagrams being drawn and everything, but in the difference between pull it back. He's like, no, if I wanted to move it away, he's like, if I wanted to, yeah, he was like, yeah, pull it back towards me. And he's like, if I wanted to move it away, I would have said push it back. And I was like, I don't feel like the operative word is the first one. I feel like the operative word is the direction of the back or the forward. You could have said push it forward, and that would have meant no, that doesn't.
Yeah. So I can see where he's coming from, even though he is wrong.
Thank you!
Yeah. So I think the important part is that he's taking the approach of the focus is on him and not other people. So it's like how we say stage left versus like audience left is very different. Because when you pull something back, I imagine like you're sitting across the table from someone and there's something that you're offering them. And if you pull it back, that means it's not ready. it needs to get workshopped more. That means it's going to take longer. But if you push it forward, you're pushing it in front of them. You're like, here, it's ready now. So it's a perspective issue, but in most cases, you should be thinking about the other people and not yourself in that regard.
Yeah. What got really unhinged about it is we got into the argument over like the push it, like the pull it back thing. And so then I was like, I went to a calendar and I pointed a day and I went, okay. I was like, if you're moving something forward, and he's like, oh, that's later. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean that's later? He's like, well, we forward in time, so it goes further down in time. And I was like, you're doing this to me on purpose.
That is also possible.
Yeah. So, James, thank you for having the correct answer. Okay. I feel so much better now.
Tell Jeff I still love him.
Yeah. That was our big thing the other day. Like, I went and got the big calendar off the wall and everything.
Oh, the big one? You had to hang that sucker back up too?
Yeah.
And that's commitment. That is commitment to the bit.
Truly, I was like, we need visual aids here.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Carl says he'll just postpone it like a normal person.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. I was about to dig into Carl for being snarky like that, but I would like to say, Carl, I'm very proud of you. You've been posting a lot in the fitness group within Discord, and I'm proud of you for making a habit of it and posting it, and I am encouraged by your commitment to it, and I'm going to try to start getting back into a normal workout routine as well. So thank you for being a good motivator, Carl.
Yay, Carl. But related to Carl's postponed thing, the problem was Jeff wasn't moving it back. He was moving it forward because he was pulling it back. So he couldn't say postpone it. And if he had said he needs to prepone it, I would have slapped him.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of preponing.
No.
Just, I think preponing is when you play Counter-Strike and you go to B to set the bomb up. That's preponing. Just you pwn some noobs.
That was bad. I just want you to know that was bad.
I know. I felt like I had the capital to work with that because I got one of my stamps removed.
That's true. Oh, that's right. He's an icy guy, so I need to fire him. Yeah, you can do this. I was like, I need to remember everybody's stuff. It's been a long time since I've needed to care. Do I have fire?
You have the broken persona.
Yeah, that was the first one that popped up when we were in Sai's Palace, and I was like, I should turn that off.
No, keep it there. That's their like.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in the party. I was just like, I just don't need that for this particular fight.
No, you know what? Like, if you just get really tired, you want to get to a safe safe room to save. Like, just blitz through it with your broken persona. All right. So, Jen, I answered your question. I have a question for you. This question will lead into a story. So, I am deliberately building a segue. Jen, you run a business.
Sort of, yeah. I stumbled my way through it, but yes.
Yeah, you have a business where there is an exchanging of goods for money, and I'm sure there are requests. How many requests or like random messages would you need to get to the point where you would change the messaging on your website, on Twitter, on everything to already address the same comment that keeps coming in? Like, would it need to be like 5 times? Would it need to be 50 times? Like, how many times for you as a business owner would you say, I'm actually needing to change messaging on like all of my stuff because I am sick and tired of getting this same question over and over again?
For me, it's less about the number and more about the frequency. Like, there is a question I've gotten probably 20 times over the course of the 5 years I've been doing stuff, but because it's been 5 years, like, it comes up so infrequently, like, it's not worth preempting that. But if I get something that's like, if I get like 5 within like a 3-day period, I'm like, this is like, something has happened to trigger this thought in people, and I need to preempt that right now.
Okay. So I asked that question because I had to reach out to Sega support because I did not get my pre-order bonus for Persona 3 Reload, and I was very upset because I pre-ordered the game.
Yeah. Robot.
Internet, you will not take this away from me too, like you did my pre-order bonus.
You came in crystal clear for that, which was pretty great.
Good. Yeah, it knows. My computer's been working overtime with Sega. So, I submitted a ticket, and on the ticket it says like, you know, select an option like a topic and give a brief description and know that like we'll get back to you usually within 24 hours. And then right below that, there was a paragraph saying, please do not submit requests to use our intellectual property for personal projects. We will not accept it in this. We will not accept it in an unsolicited fashion here. And I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Like if people are like, hey, can I use Morgana for something like in a project that I'm doing? Okay, that makes sense. But then it went on to say, also, please do not use this to submit your own intellectual property ideas for Sega for future projects. We have a ton of people working on multiple different projects, and we don't need any unsolicited advice for that as well. And I'm thinking, how many tickets did they get of people saying, hey, I have a great idea for a new character for like DLC for Persona, and they're just like, we have to put this on our ticket. Like, we've gotten this way too many times.
So, I actually have a legitimate answer for that.
Oh, that is so awesome. I was not expecting that, but I am very excited.
Because of a previous place I used to work that we did talk about earlier, because part of it's now a gym, which is very funny. So, that is something that as soon as you are claiming any kind of individual IP as your own for copyright purposes, that becomes a blanket legal statement you have to put out, because then if you ever at any point do anything that might have been similar to something that someone sent to you unsolicited, now you have a potential accreditation problem.
Interesting.
And so so you have to preemptively be like, do not submit stuff unsolicited, because if someone sends you something, it doesn't matter if you never looked at it. If you do something that looks like that idea they submitted at any point, and you didn't already say, like, make it clear, we're not accepting these, we're not looking at these, do not send them to us, if, like, we, whatever, is they can then, like, it's a hard legal fight, but you don't have legal grounds, you don't have any grounds to say we didn't take what they said and use it without their input, credit, blah, blah, blah. So a big company definitely has to do that. So it might be something that them having to add it to, like, that ticket system was a result of them literally locking down every other form of communication. And so, like, maybe, like, there is kind of the funny haha they had to put it as part of, like, don't submit a help ticket for wanting to do this. That could be a thing where it's like, how many of those did they have to get through that avenue? But a bunch of companies will say that somewhere on their site for, like, do not send via email, help ticket, chat, whatever, any ideas for characters, plots, whatever, because, like, we aren't accepting them, we will not accept them, blah, 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 because that is the legal protection for them, if somebody was to try to go, hey, I actually gave you that idea.
Well, how about that? Like, Chad, I know you came here for the laughs and the ha-has, but now you're learning some corporate legalese, and I was not expecting that, but I am pleasantly surprised to have that knowledge now, so thank you, Jen.
Yeah, after the other place started not just being 4 dudes, that was something they even had to be like, hey, like, don't send us stuff, because it could have very quickly turned into a whole thing.
Yeah, I think that's just why I would make a terrible lawyer, because my mind immediately goes to, what was the frequency of tickets that forced me to be like, this is enough? And the lawyer in the room would be like, well, clearly, in California, California state law.
Oh, it was just gonna give it to me?
Oh, I should probably tell you this. Ryuji's ability, if you highlight, like, you use your thief sight, if the enemy is green, you could just ram into them and auto complete the battle.
Huh.
But you have to just ram it.
Do I get all the? Oh, I even get the XP and the money. Holy shit! That's incredible.
Yeah, only when they're green. So you can get away with it in the lower levels, but that also works in palaces too. Like if you for whatever reason, like, power leveled your character, and, like, you roll into Sai's palace and everyone looks green, you could just blitz through every enemy, still get the loot, the XP, and Persona.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Ryuji comes through.
Oh my god, he actually, like, is useful! I'm fucking shocked!
I'd have to cut back on food expenses.
Yeah, that should make Mementos a lot easier for these lower levels.
Yeah, a little bit!
You only get one chance.
Give me all this stuff. Alright, damn.
See, now I get to drop some knowledge on you. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
It appears we've reached the platform.
He sounds so sad about it.
He wanted to run over more shadows.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, Pathos, not Kanji putting his brick of a head to good use. It's exactly true.
Okay. So... Oh, yeah. No, I didn't want to do that. No, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, you could just turn around and go back, yeah.
I wanted to try to see, can I not do it from here?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
oh,
you
I
can
need to do it. I need to do it from there. That's what it is. Okay, great. Yeah, so I want to go here now. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I was like, I'm just trying to get to the point where I can go to where the other people are. I want to be where the people are. Okay, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Did I tell you that the girls just watched that movie for the first time like 2 weekends ago?
Oh my god. When I was growing up, it was my favorite movie.
Yeah, they thought it was a little scary. Or Ursula was a little scary.
I mean, Ursula is scary. Like, they're not wrong about that.
Yeah, they are more in the Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin camp. That is
Ursula was scary, but the Beast wasn't? Oh, Jesus, the child.
Jose!
Here are the search results.
Okay.
Fun fact, when Futaba does her map thing of the whole floor,
Yeah.
you can just go to the stairs.
I could do that, but then I'd miss out on running over all these dudes and getting all these other flower bits.
Yeah, to feed Jose, because the Japanese know how to pronounce that properly and we do not.
There is nothing in this fucking room. What the shit? What the shit? Alright, fine, whatever.
While you're looking for flowers and green shadows to run over, I went on a saga today, Jen.
Okay.
So much so that it did not make my post-it note because it happened after I sent it to you. So my driver's license was set to expire in March, right around my birthday, as they're wont to do. And so not only do I need to renew my driver's license, I don't know if Texas is doing this, but we need to get real IDs.
Yeah, when I got mine done over the last summer, I had to get the real ID, and it looks fake. It 100% looks fake.
100%. So I figured, well, I need to renew my license anyway. Why don't I kill two birds with one stone and get real ID and update my license at the same time? Be perfect, right? Right. So I go to schedule an appointment because I'm like, I'm not going to wait in line like a pleb. The Tennessee has like a scheduling thing. Perfect. The DMV center, there's only one in the entire county in which I live, and it is closed for renovations.
Okay.
I'm like, huh. So where's the nearest one? So the nearest one is in the county that holds Nashville proper, and it's about a 40-minute drive from my house. I'm like, okay, that's really inconvenient, but I don't know when my local DMV is going to open, and it may not open before my license expires. So, you know what, I'll schedule an appointment so I know I'll have the time so that 40-minute drive won't go to waste. I leave 50 minutes early, giving myself like a 10-minute buffer to get there, because, you know, like traffic might happen, what have you. I'm driving, and there is a bad accident just beyond the exit I need on the highway. So I am within a mile of, I can see the exit that I need, and I see that no cars are moving. And I'm like, at what point do I start driving on the shoulder to just get to the exit? And then I see like police cars and ambulances and fire trucks zipping down the shoulder. I'm like, okay, maybe not. I need to keep that clear for emergency vehicles. They eventually move the vehicle over to the side, and cars slowly start moving, but in all, I
What did
sat
you
for
say?
20 minutes in standstill traffic. And I'm
Yikes.
thinking, like, I could still make it if I hit every light, and I speed just a little bit.
What was that?
Just a little bit. I did not hit every light, but I certainly was speeding. I get to the driver's license center 11 minutes after my scheduled appointment. I'm thinking, that's not bad. That is not bad, considering I was
Yeah.
in an accident. I was in standstill traffic. I scanned the barcode, or the QR code to say, check in for your appointment. I do that, and it recognizes my phone number and goes, sorry, you were late to your appointment. We have canceled your appointment.
Oh my god. Usually they've got a 15-minute policy or whatever. Yours is
10 minutes. 10 minutes. I was 1 minute late.
Oh,
1 minute late. And then I started thinking, maybe if I had gotten my phone out faster, if I sprinted from the parking lot, maybe I could have made it. All these what ifs. So then I'm like, I drove normally 40 minutes. This took 60 minutes to get to. You know what? I'll just scan it and hope for the best. Let me just see what place I'm in. And I scan the I make I say are you here to get your driver's test? Are you here to do a license, gun permit, real ID? I'm I'm here for real ID. There was no one there for real ID, so the computer said that I'm next in line for real ID. Except they had to clear people for driver's licenses and other things first.
Yeah.
So in all, I waited about 30 minutes for them to call me back. And then they're like, are you here for real ID? I'm like, yes, I'm here for real ID. The guy took a look at my license and goes, hey, do you want to renew your license while you're here too? And I'm like, well, yes, I would. Acting surprised, as if that wasn't the plan the whole time. So we're going through that. I get it all done. They take a very lousy picture of me because the guy didn't tell me when he was going to click the camera. Usually I'm waiting for a 3, 2, 1. So I'm getting comfortable. And as I'm getting comfortable, I hear click and the flash. I'm like, what? And I showed my picture to Jamf, and even she was like, wow, you weren't ready for that, were you? I'm like, no, that's all right. It's only going to be there for 8 years, though.
Yeah.
So
This is really funny that you had to go through all of that. Would you like to know what it took for me to get my real ID?
I would love to know, Jen. Please tell me.
I got a little thing in the mail being like, hey, your license is gonna expire in 6 months. This is your reminder to get it redone. Would you like to renew it online? You'll automatically be upgraded to the real ID. And I clicked, and then so I went online and I said yes, and then it showed up in the mail with just my old picture on it. And it's good till 2031.
Cool. I'm really happy for you, Jen, that Texas did something slightly better
I
than another
know,
state.
right? They had to do something good. The rest of everything is a fucking dumpster fire, so they might as well make that easy.
Yeah. Well, you know what the kicker of this whole story is? On my way home, I was driving back, and I'm still working. I'm taking a very long lunch break to do all of this. I'm driving home.
I got a sticky hairball. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I just needed to point that out.
Yummy. But so going home, I'm approaching the highway, and cars are just backed up on the feeder road, and I'm thinking there is no way that accident is still there an hour later. There is no way. There's no reason there should be all this traffic. And I pull up my phone. Sure enough, there's another accident in the opposite direction, the direction I need to go now to get home. I'm like, really? What are the odds that there was an accident northbound, which I needed to get there, and then when I'm coming back, it just so happened there was a southbound accident just when I was coming home. So then I had to take all these back roads to try to get home, and I was like, why? Why is the world conspiring against me in this brief moment?
Yeah, you done pissed some entity off. Hey, you're green. Haha!
Nice. I like that you're acquiring all these persona as well for just fusion fodder.
Well, I'm not. It keeps saying my stock is full.
Oh, well, that's okay. They're weak punk asses anyways. You don't need them. Yeah, Flash. It's like Connor. Connor put you know what it was? You know what it was? I bet Connor flew to New Orleans, found a voodoo doll of me, and on Mardi Gras, it's like, you're gonna have trouble tomorrow, James.
He would do that. He carries a grudge.
He does. And that's a spot-on impression of Connor, you know, if you've never heard his voice.
He's green, but he's also fiery. That was wild.
He's angry green.
Angry.
Angry. That sounds like a character from the
What to
Air
prioritize?
thing.
I'm sure your joke was very funny when none of us
I better
heard
not
it.
see you fighting shadows with a goddamn paintbrush.
Internet, I don't ask for a lot.
I can feel it.
I really don't. But you gotta stop when I'm making an okay joke. I have enough humility to know it wasn't great, but I don't need your judgment, Internet. I don't need my ISP filtering me.
Oh no, that one's the dead end. This one's not. There we go.
Joker, there's a...
Okay, so since we're doing a short stream, the rules for no D&D talk until 9 don't apply.
Mona's
Okay.
eyes are useful.
Do you have anything non-breach related? I already told everybody that we did play breach. Oh my god, there's 20 of these fucking things. Jesus. I already told everybody there will be breach updates.
Yes.
But do you have anything non-breachy D&D related that you would like to talk about?
I do have two very quick things. The
Okay.
first one is related to your campaign. Our characters leveled up, and I'm really excited to see what this level up will do, because I am sticking very closely to my 2 rules for Emil, that every spell, feat, skill, all of that needs to fit in with his like astral flair that he's going for, and then the other thing, and then the other part is that anything I pick, like feat-wise, spell-wise, there needs to be some synergy with another ability that Emil has. Like, I don't want to have any, like, loose ends or one-offs. I want everything to kind of tie together. And level 7, you get another Warlock invocation and, you know, another spell. And I'm really excited to see how all of these things are going to come... Oh, and 4th level spells. And I'm really excited to see how all of these things will play well together.
So when I gave you guys that level, in my head, I was like, I'm not going to explain to everybody else why you all got the level. That's just a little treat for you guys. But I was also like, this will be fine, because, like, it's like, yeah, I know the main spellcasters get access to 4th level spells at level 7. But, like, nothing else really happens for most classes at level 7. Guys, that was incorrect. That was so wildly incorrect. I didn't realize, first of all, that Warlocks fucking got 4th level spells that quickly. Because I'm like, because you're like half casters. Like, you only, like, you cap out kind of at level 5, and I'm putting that in air quotes. Like, as far as your spell slots go, you cap out at 5. So it's like, there's no way you'd already be at 4, so like, that'd be fine. And I was like, yeah, you might get an extra invocation, but like, that's not like a big deal or whatever. No, so you do get level 4 spells, and I was like, uh-oh. And then my sister chimes in. Mugs not only get a thing at level 7, they get 2 things at level 7? That's insane. That's insane. Also, I thought evasion was just a rogue ability. So when she was like, oh, sweet, I have these things all going on. It's like, I have evasion and I have whatever the fuck it was. Then she could just, like, not be charmed anymore, charmed and frightened or whatever. She's like, oh, I have this too. And I'm like, what do you mean you get 2 things at level 7? So I thought Ashley would get access to 4th level spells, and that was really gonna be it. And then all of you were like, oh, I have this and I have this, and I'm like, well, shit. I underestimated a number of things, so, enjoy that.
We're gonna start running through combat like you're running through Mementos right now. It's like, oh look, an enemy. We one hit them.
Oh my god. All right, I don't remember how many flowers actually get me things. Okay. Oh, so this is where I could get... You don't have... Oh, you do have some SP things. So that could be... Oh, you have stamina kits! I thought I could only get those from the place with the stuff, the Sunday show. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so suddenly things are clicking if you stay in the lower levels of Mementos and just run things over. You collect flowers, you can really hoard some stamina stuff.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna process some of the things I have going on here in my brain right now. Okay, and then these are points. That's what it is. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, those are from the little stars that you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, I got it. I was like, I didn't remember that that's what this currency was used for. So that's why I was like, I need to figure that out. Okay, great. So I'm gonna keep saving, so I want to keep doing it. Okay, great.
While you're contemplating, and since Sassy is in here, Sassy will appreciate this, and Ashley, I think you're floating around too. I really struggled with what invocation I wanted Emil to take, because there was one that I thought like, oh, this is like very useful for us and will annoy Jen to no end. However, it's concentration based, and I have so many concentration spells that I'm like, the synergy's not there. I'm not feeling the synergy, so I went with something else. But maybe if I get one more invocation, I might pick up this particular one.
Now
I can feel it.
Now, I'll just go ahead and say it. There's one invocation that I wasn't aware of, and I was like starting to read the list.
Good. Your repertoire's growing.
You can, I think it's called like Ghost Sight, where you can see through walls up to 30 feet, but you only get silhouettes of creatures or objects. So like, if you're on the other side of a door, you could cast this. It's concentration for a minute, but you can basically like sonar see what's on the other side of like, no matter how thick the wall is, but just 30 feet in every direction. So like up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. And I'm like, oh, this would be fun, but it would piss Jen off to no end. But it's like, it's concentration for a minute, and I have a lot of other cool concentration stuff, so I'll probably pass on this level.
The number of things that you guys as a party have that like make me angry on a level I didn't know I could be is wild. And it's not because any of the individual things are bad or overpowered. It is the idea that you have all selected all of them.
Here's the platform.
That I'm like, you're like, I have Elven Accuracy. Ashley has the Luck Feat. There's some other, there's like so many things where I'm like, cool, so like there's literally no reason for me to ever give inspiration because there's just 4 of them always floating out there at a minimum. Oh, and then there's other things that you can just be like, oh yeah, I have an Eldritch thing where just like, I can just, like, I do just have advantage on this thing now too, just when I feel like it. Yeah, and then like Sassy's observant, so you've got like a passive perception of like 24 or some shit, which is like, one, I respect because I have taken that one before. But there's a difference between like, yeah, you passively just notice all the things, and also like, I'm just gonna like choose to, I just at any point can go, oh, actually I am good at this thing right now, by the way. Just like, and it's, again, it's not that any of them individually are a problem, but it is a thing where there are 3 of you in the party, and because of that, there's no, it's like, it somehow feels overpowered for it being a 3-person party. And it might also just be the way that I run games, or like the idea, like I think the reason I might have to in the future, and I won't do it, I can't do it retroactively because that would be rude. In the future, I think I'm gonna have to be like, with the way I run games, I don't think I can allow the Luck Feat because of how kind of like quickly I tend to do days. I feel like it just means like, cool, you just always have advantage if you feel like it. You just always have advantage if you have the Luck Feat because of how I do things. And I'm like, no. I need to maybe put some restrictions because of just my DMing style makes that too overpowered. I don't think the feat itself is overpowered. I think it is overpowered because of how I run games. You're also taking alert. Oh, good. That thematically that does make sense for you, Sassy.
Yeah, Sassy's character with alert and observant will be able to anticipate someone's action before they even consider taking the action. They've already just predicted it.
God.
Sassy's character takes one step to the left, and then 10 seconds later an arrow whizzes by where she used to be.
Shadow.
Like, well, because of the wind and the humidity, I knew the arrow was going to draw a little to the left, so I stepped to the right.
Sassy's gonna walk into a room and just murk someone, and you're all gonna be like, oh my god, why? And she's just gonna go, that was the big bad. Like, I just knew.
Yeah. Well, it's like the in Mass Effect, the Solarian mentality of like, oh, we'll preemptively attack if we think they're going to attack us first.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything yet, but they were going to.
Yeah, they were thinking it real hard. Get that. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited to see what 7th level Emil is able to do with all his fun new stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're excited knowing that you're home, near your family.
Yeah, no, it's totally like, and we know canonically that that is the most comfortable place for Emil and his happy place.
That's true.
Yeah. And then next level, it's feet level, which sounds. I'm sorry I said that on the internet.
Yeah. I'm glad you
Chris.
recognized it. Oh hey Chris.
Sweet, we found the train platform.
All right, I'm gonna get this stamp, but I'm not leaving yet. Yeah, we can't mention feet while Carl's here.
Is that the reason?
I'm just saying, when you say I've said that on the internet, Carl is the personification of the internet as far as this chat is concerned. Let's be real.
So Carl's the personification of the internet. I am the microphone. It's all coming together.
Yeah. Have I? Oh, I'm still missing one bit. I go this way. I go this way. I apparently missed a chunk over here. Haha! Alright. Oh, now we're done, though. Shit. Great. Okay.
It's a shame that some of the other characters don't have such an amazing, useful feature like Ryuji's.
God, we're all the level ups are happening. This is dope. I might just have to spend downtime just coming down here and running into things to level up all my stuff.
I can feel it. I like the idea that you're leveling up so quickly in Mementos that when you get to Size Palace, everything will be green. You're like, oh, we could just blitz through this. This is great.
That would be incredible. That would be so incredible.
It's great on New Game Plus runs, because like you could just cut out the a lot of the more tedium of running palaces and just like getting to the story bits or trying to like max out social links that you missed on the previous run.
I want to ask you while I'm thinking about it. When I got into Size Palace, I was like, oh, am I supposed to be adjusting my party at all? Do I need to make sure Robbie Damon is part of it or anything like that? And I put him in it just because I wanted to know. Or maybe the game did it by itself. I don't remember what it was. So yeah, my question is going to be is when I get back in there, assuming I get in there, assuming I go back at the beginning part of next stream when you're not with me, what my party needs to be at this point. If I need to have him with me, if I should, because I still have, I think the way I had it set was Ryuji, Haru, and Gwen for that Okumura fight, and I haven't needed to reset it since then. So like, I don't know if I should stay them. I don't know if I should switch someone for Robbie.
Yeah, I would say. So any character bits that Robbie brings will be in like those, like kind of like not cutscenes where it's rendered in game, but like the whole party is there to like chit chat about it. So he doesn't need to be your active party member. Though a lot of the shadows in Size Palace cater to Robbie's playstyle, so Robbie does bless and curse attacks, and a lot of it's good to have him. And in fact, he would make he could tank not as well as Ryuji, but he could take a few hits. So if you wanted to do like on Glenn and Robbie as your party, I think that would be good. And then ideally, once you get what's her face Shogi girls up, you can always on the fly switch Ryuji in there if you need some like topped off HP in a fight.
Gotcha. Do we think Future Gen in several weeks is going to look at the sticky note that says on Gwen and Robbie on it and have any idea?
No, but you should send that to Ashley so she can write that into the fanfic.
Oh my god. Speaking of fanfic, I had one other D&D thing I was going to talk about, but I feel like we need to talk about Breach because it's already 8:50. So I'll save the other rant for another time. Guys, we we played Breach this weekend.
It was so good.
It was
so good.
It was fucking great. So we got we were still technically like most of us were in the Maria Dreamscape kind of region, figuring out what this device we've been after does. We got that information, and it boils down to like we build this thing, and I need everyone who's listened to the Adventure Zone to be ready for a thing I'm about to say. Specifically balance. There's this device we've been trying to put together, and what we were told is that, like, hey, when you put this thing together, you effectively, there are two options. We can either point it at ourselves, and there was a whole lot of lore that went behind it. I'm not going to give you guys all of it because we'll be here forever. But the idea being our world didn't originally kind of, like, have magic, like, as a native part of it, and our world was infused with magic, and that's kind of why there's a whole bunch of reasons why that's made us attractive to the Lestarians. So we can point it at ourselves, and it will sever that connection to magic, which has all kinds of implications, especially for anything that was born of magic, like effectively dies immediately. And then anything else that's, like, very intertwined with it, probably not going to have a good time. Or, we can point it up, and it serves as a beacon to call for help from another kind of civilization from beyond the stars. It's not the Lestarian, but we don't know who it is or what, like... And we're just kind of be like, hey, come help us, and we're yours now. And we don't, like, maybe they're good, maybe they're bad, we don't know. This is a question mark, but, like, we're part of their civilization again, for whatever, in whatever way that means.
And the important thing is that it's a civilization that the Lestarians would rather destroy us than to have them show up.
Yes. What we were told is Lestarians fear both of these options for different reasons. So we're like, okay, they're scared of whoever that is. So that's cool. Which is something that Gwen kind of already knew because of the conversation that she had had with Arkin back in the water plane. Where, like, he was like, yeah, there's, like, a bunch of civilizations. The Lestarians aren't looked on favorably by most of them. Like, they're kind of like the punk-ass bitches of the universe. So, like, if somebody else got a green light to come in and fuck them up, that's a problem for Lestaria. So, like, there are these two options. Pathos knows exactly where I'm going. We get this explanation, and I instantly hear the Paloma voice going, there's always a third option. So what I end up asking in game is I kind of dance around it a little bit because I don't want to tell Aaron what's going on, but I'm clearly not getting the information I need. So I was like, I'm just going to tell you what Gwen's thought was. Gwen's initial immediate thought is, does this device have to, like, does it draw on something in our world to work? Meaning, could I take it to the Lestarian homeworld and point it at them and sever their connection to magic? That's the thought I have. And I feel like the look on Aaron's face was I had not considered someone would be that unhinged, is kind of the vibe I got from that. And the answer was, like, potentially, but also remember all of the other worlds that they've collected are kind of like in a little demi-plane. So that might be bad for all of them, in which case Gwen would not do that. But if all these people are so intertwined with magic, there is a possibility that it does wipe the entire Lestarian homeworld out. And Gwen's kind of okay with that. Like, she's not okay with it, but, like, in the idea of our world if a world is dying one way or another, she certainly would rather it be them, especially because if it's not them, if it's us, they just keep going around and doing this to other people. Fuck that. So she's like, she is not okay with it. She is okay with the idea of needing to live with the knowledge of what she did.
Yeah.
I think is the better way to phrase that.
I mean, there's always the option that we could fire the beacon version of it on the Lestarian homeworld and have...
Yeah, that's what I have the most questions about. Like, if we did that, what happens? Because, like, I want to find out more about how the beacon part works.
Okay, let's go.
But, yeah, so, like, there is also that as a possibility.
Sorry.
But I don't know what that does. But anyways, yeah, my immediate thought was like, what if someone takes it there and turns it on and is like, fuck you, you don't get magic anymore.
I always want to pick the option where we get our war score high enough that we can synergize and stay alive. We'll get the green ending.
There we go. Which frankly might be so I say this out loud and Aaron makes a face and I'm like, fuck yeah, I found a loophole. And then Samara is the one who points out like, hey, there's that demiplane though. But then also maybe like Samara turns around and says like, maybe that actually wouldn't be a problem. There might be a solution for that. That feels like our green option.
Yeah, we gotta get the war score high enough, Jen. We can do it.
Yeah, which we're working on it. So yeah, so we do all that. We get all that information. Gwen has her potential war crimes thought. We all eventually come out of Dreamscape, and there's just a lot to unpack because we have the whole Nico and Maria thing that we all saw, but none of you on the outside did. We're on the plane of air in someone's courtyard. That turns into a whole thing. And then, while Gwen is unconscious, fully unconscious for a good part of this. Back in the real world, while Gwen is unconscious there's a lot of layers to all the places that Gwen existed.
Like that popular Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Mental Places You'll Go.
Gwen had a whole thing. There was a third voice going on in her head for a little bit, and I'm not convinced that will stay gone. But I don't know if anybody remembers from the recap what happened when we were in Dream Space, that I had accrued 2 points of madness, whatever the fuck that meant. So we found out what that meant. Gwen started going a little Imogen, and while she's unconscious, started having lines of dark blue purple kind of like showing up like on her neck bit. Potentially other places, like further out, but like Gwen wears long sleeves, like that was the part you guys could see. And Vasile, you noticed it, and we're like, I don't know what that is, but that's probably not good. And I also like get a fever or something. You greater restorationed it, and everybody heard me talk earlier about how I've had to do a lot of D100 rolls lately, and this was a D100 roll. He does the greater restoration, and Aaron's like, roll a D100, and I was like, I don't like that, and I got a fucking 8. And the little bit of line you could see disappeared, and we're like, cool, that sounds great, maybe 8 was good. Guys, 8 wasn't good. 8 wasn't good, or at least not good enough. That happened. Stroman looks worried, comes over and holds Gwen's unconscious hand. Looks all nervous. Which Gwen notices when she wakes up, and she's like, what's up? And he's like, Vasile to like cast stuff on you. Well, it's not good.
He used a lot I think his actual line was, he used a lot of diamond dust.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's what it was. Oh, that one's not helpful. We're gonna do this. You're mine. So that did a lot of damage, and yet not a lot of damage. That was a big number that did nothing to you. We're gonna pay attention for a second. This is fine. Never mind.
Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
This is what our characters look like in your campaign.
So we think everything's fine. And Gwen's like, okay, this is the information we learned. I have a plan. Vasile needs to send some messages. I need to send some messages. So I send a message to Corbus. Tiny little old gnome Corbus, who like helped us in the beginning, gave us stuff. We left a warlock child with him and have not checked in on him since. And I keep meaning to, but things have been busy as far as like a session goes. And there was never a good time in session to be like, this is a thing she would do. So I'm like, I'm gonna finally check in with him because we did also get, Nico saw a weird message on his parchment that was saying like, Corbus is looking for Sergius. And I was like, we gotta find out what the fuck that means. So I was like, I'm gonna check in with him to see how he's doing. So I send the message and I go, it's like, just wanted to check in. Met another Corbus. Wasn't sure if that meant anything to you, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So he responds saying he's being more on the More on the attack now. He's tracking Sergius's movements. Arturo's going to try to kill you.
Yeah, he didn't specifically say Sergius. He said he's tracking a
Oh,
Magister.
that's right. He did say he's tracking a Magister. But, like, based on the... Yeah.
We haven't met the fourth one yet.
I mean, not in-game.
No.
Based on... Look, even without the knowledge I have of the fourth Magister, the fact that we got the parchment that said Sergius's route is compromised, Corbus is looking for it, like, you know, like, that very much implies that's the one he's watching.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I feel like this is a 2 + 2 = 4 situation. So, what have we not done on this guy? Let's try... I don't think he's gonna blow over. I'll try one of my psychic things. Sure, just to see what it does. Nope. Okay. That was actually a lot of damage for a light hit.
For a light hit?
I was like, that's actually not bad. So he's like, Arturo's gonna try to kill you. And I think everyone watched my face blue screen in real time. So I cast Sending again. And I go, I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. And that's the only thing I send. And what he says back is Arturo's gonna try to kill you. But first he's gonna kill Stromith. And then he's gonna kill Hammond.
Give me my cue, Joker.
Vasile is going to be fine throughout all of this. Like, thank God for Vasile will be fine.
I like how that's the lesson you took from it.
Obviously for the laughs, I would be very concerned for Hammond.
So he says that, and so I'm stuck, and I'm like, okay. I was like, whatever's going on, I was like, Jen, I feel like Jen knows, and I'm like, okay, would Gwen have reason to doubt what's happening with this sending? And I was like, there's no reason Corbus would have any idea that we have interacted with or are currently around Stromith and Hammond. I was like, there's no reason he would know that he would even think to say that. Even if that was true, why would I care about it? So it's like, there's something wrong with the send. And I'm like, I was like, I know that, like, we just had some fuckery with, like the Archmage of Lestari and shit. I was like, and he did some shenanigans to me that should not have been possible. So I'm like, I was like, are my sends being intercepted and he's fucking with me? Or like, I was like, or there's something is wrong. I was like, something is wrong. And so I say out loud, I was like, something is wrong with the sendings. I should not do any of the other contacts that we need to do. Because we had like a list of people we were gonna try to like get in contact with and do things with, and I was like, I shouldn't do anything else. And then Vasile brings up like, hey, like, okay, if we know something's wrong with your communication, back when we found Hammond, he had like a weird like symbol on him because he had a curse thing going on where he was unreachable. And he's like, maybe you have something like that. I was like, that's a good idea. So I like pull down like my high neck of stuff, and you can see that line that I had on me had only receded a little bit, and I actually fully have like this full thing going on, like direct line down to like my heart. And it's like, that's not good. So now like Hammond and Arturo are looking at it, and like there's rolls and there's information involved. And it's like, cool, like Gwen effectively has like an arcane disease right now, and I'm like, what? That's not good.
That's what happens when two wizards get together without protection.
So it's like, okay, there's like an arcane disease thing going on, and Arturo's like, the amulet that she's wearing is protecting it. And we're like, oh, should I just take it off then? He's like, no, don't do that. It felt like the vibe I got from it was like, it's protecting it and making it harder for us to cure it, but also it is kind of locking it in place maybe a little bit, so it's not getting worse and doing real bad things. That's what I got from it. And And then you're like, what? I did greater restoration. And Arctura's like, that's the right path, probably. We just gotta figure out how to, like, overcome this layer of protection. So you go for it, you cast it again, and I make another goddamn D100 roll, and I get a 73 this time. And that makes the line go away, and Aaron announces that I've been cured of my 2 points of madness. So apparently this line was related to my madness points. And what we end up figuring out over the course of time is like, my send was fucked up because of the madness. And I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I'm really glad all I tried to cast was send. And she's like, yeah, like if you had cast disintegrate, shit would have got weird. That could have been so bad so quickly. And I was like, I'm so glad I currently still have all of like my buff spells and support spells prepared because of the day we were supposed to have. That I was kind of like limited. Oh yeah, because like when I first woke up, I was trying to fight people. Not fight. I was trying to get past them, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna cast Thunderwave to move you away from me, and it was gonna get real bad real fast. If I had had more of my combat spells, but I mostly didn't, so. So yeah, it was fun. It was super great. But like the madness is gone now, so that's good. We're in the plane of Earth. We have met someone who is clearly is very bad at keeping secrets, which I'm realizing in hindsight, maybe we should have been a little bit more. It's one of those things that I'm like, I don't know if we said anything that's necessarily bad now that we know the cat is super out of the bag with so many other things. And I feel like we just need to be like forthright with like, this is what's going on. You need to help us. You need to give us the thing you're guarding.
Yeah, considering that the capital city on the Earth plane had an open invasion, I think, I think it's okay at this point.
It's like, they had an open invasion. The Triumvirate knows that, like, one of the original Magisters is running around inside my brain. So it's like all the bad things, like, they already know the worst things, and they already know what we're doing. So it's like, we might as well, and they have to know roughly where we're going, because they know we're done with the Earth plane. They know that. So it's like, cool. At best, they've got a 3 out of 4 shot if they don't already know we cleared the water. So it's like, there is no reason to beat around the bush. Beating around the bush just gives them more time to figure out where we are. Screw it. But I do really like Ema. She's very sweet, and I'm gonna be very upset if anything happens to her while we're here.
I know. Vasile shared his sketchbook with her to endear the party to her, and.
We're done now. Okay.
Yeah, I think my one favorite, or my two favorite.
I told him Happy Valentine's Day. I did it immediately. Yeah, you should. That's what happens when you don't watch the stream.
Happy Valentine's Day, Jeff.
He says Happy Valentine's Day. Jeff, what did you ask me? Did you argue about push versus pull? Yes, we did, and James agrees with me. No! Go away.
I can hear him, right? And my heart hurts.
I
can feel it.
Anyways, yes.
So, yeah, two of my favorite things that emerged from the game. So, Chad, I know Jen has mentioned this, but as a reminder, Jen keeps very good notes during Breach, but she also keeps track of how much damage Gwen does. So, like, when she calculates her DPS or her damage per turn, she can figure all that out. I keep track of how much Diamond Dust I have used on Wizards alone in this campaign. Like, the amount of money Vasile has spent for Greater Restorations, Revivify...
No. We need to back up. When you say the amount of money you have spent, you haven't spent shit. So much of the stuff that we have gotten has been given to us.
It's a figure of speech, Jen.
You say it's a figure of speech. Here we go. You wanna... Okay. No, do I tell you this? Do I tell you this? Actually, I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that for game. Never mind.
Okay.
Anyways. Like, yes. Resources have been expended on us. I would like to point out the madness, not my fault. Stromith's death, not his fault.
I am not assigning blame. I just think it's very funny to the point where in game, the seal said, like, after this is all over, he is opening a wizard's clinic because all of the medical experience he is getting treating specifically wizards.
Carl, you are absolutely correct. I will do that because it's on like my PC and not my laptop. I will do that. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down because things don't exist if they don't. Damage sheet. Or Carl. So anyways, yes. We're oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so go on.
You know, you said there were you had two favorite things that happened in the game.
Yeah, so it was I want to open up a clinic for wizards when this is over, because the only times I have needed to use Diamond Dust were to revivify Stromith, to cast a Greater Restoration on Hammond to get rid of that Selsavine mark.
No, that was Remove Curse. I want to point out, you did not have to Greater Restoration him. You didn't even have Greater Restoration. Oh, you might have had Greater Restoration at the time. I think we had that level of stuff. No, we didn't. We didn't have level 5 spells at that point. That was a Remove Curse.
Remove Curse. And then there were 2 Greater Restorations on Gwen, and then the Lesser Restoration doesn't take Diamond Dust, but there was the Lesser Restoration when you read the scroll at Artemisia's parents' house and went a little psycho. So, like, all of my big support spells have primarily been focused on wizards. I am not assigning blame. I just think it's a very funny coincidence that is how it's shaking out.
Why won't it let me?
Oh, so when you go up to like XP, you need to just move your joystick to the right.
Okay. There we go. I was like, why is it not doing this? Okay, great.
And then the other funny thing was that you always know it's a good game when in the dreamscape, where Vasile was not, the comment is muttered, "Please do not tell Vasile what happened."
Yeah. Which Gwen was talking about the whole like losing it for a minute and trying to fucking fight Rika. I should be clear, I didn't try to fight her because I knew I couldn't fight her. I did try to vortex warp her way the fuck away from me, but she resisted it. And then I tried to thunder wave push people away because they were sandwiching me and I didn't like that.
They were in your space.
They were in my space and I did not consent to that. I was like, I got a personal bubble that happens to be 10 feet by 10 feet.
And it's very aggressive.
It is very aggressive. So yeah. So we're in Plate of Air. We've met a lovely NPC that I desperately want to protect, and that makes me worried. But we got a Hero's Feast, which is, again, the DM, without prompting, gave us a Hero's Feast. I feel like we are not concerned enough about that.
Oh, I'm very concerned. I am already preparing my aggressive spells for next game.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I get to prepare my aggressive spells now.
Or as Gwen likes to call them,
her spells.
Tuesday.
just her regular spells. She's an evocation wizard, all right? So we're there and everything's great. There's 10 of us there right now.
But the commercials
and we
only six rooms.
And only 6 rooms. So Vasile just takes a room. And then Gwen does the math and is like, hey, like, okay, so we've got 6 rooms, so like 2 rooms can have singles, and then all the rest of them have to be doubled up. So I was like, okay, so Vasile's in that one, and Rika goes, oh, okay, and just follows you into your room. We're like, okay, cool, great. So that solves one of them. Okay, and then I go, all right, so how about Maria and I bunk up, and then Stromith and Nico can share a room, I think I'd start with Hammond and Arturo. Why don't you two share so that way you can catch up on things and compare notes, and Maria can room with me, and Stromith can room with Nico, and that will leave Artemisia and Lucia, who's still with us for some reason, to what is this? Okay. That'll leave the 2 of them to have their own rooms. It's like, oh, this is great. Yeah, it's like everyone agrees. And like a minute, like a little bit goes by, and then Aaron laughs and goes, I see what you did there. And sure enough, when it's after we do dinner and it's bedtime, Gwen goes to the bath and Maria grabs Stromith and is like, you can't be that stupid. Go in there. And so she just switches with him, and that's where we landed. That's where we ended.
No, it was really weird. Like, the very last thing that happened was both Stromith and Nico stopped by Vasile's room to borrow his handcuffs for some reason. It was weird. I mean, good thing he had enough for everyone and then some, but...
So much.
Yeah, and then, like, Rika and Vasile are gonna light up and use Vasile's
sensor. The sensor! Yeah, you guys were gonna hotbox your room with the sensor. Yeah, everyone's having a good time in a lot of different ways. So, anyways, yeah, it's, I'm very worried about our new NPC friend. I have bad feelings about that, but we'll see.
It appears we've reached the platform.
And yeah, progress is being had. It's the first time that I've been able to play a character that's been able to do a hero's feat, so that's exciting. I feel like I hit a milestone.
Yeah. Ashley, I think it's cute and adorable that you think he's the one who needs to know what to do with them.
Here's the thing: is if I had to guess, I feel like he knows. There's no way little rich boy has not been laid before. He's gonna be, and like, has not gotten weird about it, alright?
Now, careful with all this energy that you're putting in, because we've established a connection between Stromith and Emil.
No, you've tried to establish that, and I was like, I refuse for so many reasons. Oh. God, anyways.
Yeah, it was a fun game. It was a fun roleplay game.
It was one of the games where I'm like, man, I do miss streaming it. I feel like that would have been a fun one to stream. Especially when starting to consider war crimes, so.
Oh, just now starting to consider? I feel like that's been like a joke we've been making for years now.
No, Artemisia and the war crimes for sure. Gwen's not been super... I would like to point out, so in the first 4 days of the war were bad. Oh, you're a thing I gotta remember what to do with.
Is that a rare one? Don't let it get away.
That's alright, you have the flow going.
Yeah.
Sona.
Oh, dope.
Go down.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do these things.
I like that you ran into it. It's like, oh no, I actually have to play the game.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Oh, I killed that real easy. For a second, I was like, shit, was I not supposed to kill it? No, that's a lot of money and a lot of XP. Okay. That is exactly what I was supposed to do.
It seems they have very formidable opponents.
So, with the singular exception of the Selsavine soldier that killed Stromith, Gwen has not unnecessarily engaged with anyone or done anything unnecessarily, like, excessive or cruel or anything like that. It has been, this is a war and we need to survive, and I'm going for the max damage to end this as quickly as possible. It has been the sickening radiance of, like, lockdown all of these soldiers, so that way everybody else who, like, does big damage can do that, do their thing. It has been drop the big old fireball to try to clear out as many of them as possible. That Selsavine soldier that she had feelings about, that's the only time that I feel like she's gone a little bit in the war crimey territory. The rest of it has been, like, the very calculated, like, this is normal battle shit. It would be my argument, like, with the choices that she has made in fights. And maybe that's not... Maybe my perspective is slightly shifted because D&D.
We've all been desensitized to fake D&D war.
Yeah, so, like, maybe there's an argument to be made there. But I feel like she's not particularly been war crime. She hasn't done heat metal on someone's armor to cook them alive in it or any of that shit. I I do feel like maybe stabbing a man to death with his own dagger after he murdered my friend, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. But, you know, it's okay, because, you know, he came back.
Yeah,
It was new.
exactly. That does make the war crime slightly worse. I did it for revenge.
Oh, no, I'm an accomplice to a war I aided and abetted a war criminal.
Yeah, it's like there's some layers there, but I feel like that's the only time she's not like, and so I don't really feel like there's been much for like, oh, Gwen and all her war crimes, kind of jokey bits. But I do feel like going to a world with a weapon of mass destruction with the intention of using it on them, because the choices are them or us. I was like, that's probably a clear step over a line, for sure.
I mean, when your back is to a wall and it's a literal existential crisis.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either you or me, and I'm choosing me.
Exactly. So it's like we could make the argument this feels war crimey territory, especially if it is gonna fuck up all the demiplane stuff. Yep. I think if Gwen believes it would fuck up the demiplane, she wouldn't do that option. But
we'll answer to the Hague afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it. We'll let the philosophers debate that in the future.
Well, I mean, okay, because that's the other consideration is if knowing that there's a bunch of other civilizations out there, it's like, yeah, they don't look favorably on the Lestarians, but like if I show up and sever their connection to magic and that kills their home world, we have probably garnered some attention we don't want.
Yeah, or maybe it's like good attention. Maybe it's like a David and Goliath story that like on their like local 5 o'clock news, they're like small little backwater planet devastates entire empire single-handedly. Like, oh, good for them.
Like maybe, yeah. There's a lot of considerations here. I'm gonna have a lot to think about on my 12-hour road trip on Friday.
Let's go.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get so many voice texts of just random ideas. Like, what about this? I'm like, oh man, like Jen.
Yeah, you might.
It's like, Jen, I'm trying to work right now. Like, I can't be thinking about fake war crimes right now.
You get a message like, do you think this would be illegal?
Oh boy.
Oh! I need to pay attention, and then it is a little bit later than I intended to be. So we're gonna finish this fight, and hopefully be able to save, and then probably call it. Okay, I need to...
Be careful.
Did you ever find Mom?
I don't think I found her yet, but I also, like, I've killed a couple shadows. I think there's still one more. I think there's either one or two that are still left after this guy, so.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, they live middle of nowhere enough that it is just as long to drive as it is to fly. So I might as well drive so it's cheaper and I get to take all my shit with me. Do I want to get him back on his feet? I probably should. Can I? You don't have that ability without an item.
I think Joker does. I think you have a persona that has recam in it.
God, this feels like overkill for this guy.
Joker.
Robbie Damon is worth it, Jen. He's a national treasure.
I'm just gonna do this.
Prepare yourself.
Bonk.
Perfect.
That was Gwen casting shield right there.
There we go. I forgot to send you the clip of it at the beginning of last stream. I had to like replay a little bit because we had like given up in the middle of cutscene hell, and so I had to replay a little bit. And one of the things I had done that I needed to redo was go to the jazz club with Gwen. And I was like, oh yeah, we gotta go to the jazz club. And I pull up the list of people to invite them to jazz club, and I stared at it for a second, and I'm like cycling through it, and the chat is watching me look really confused because I was actually looking for Gwen. Not Makoto.
Yeah.
I was like, the nicknames have backfired.
You know, I heard a comedian in the car while I was stuck in traffic going to the DMV, and he made a comment that was like one of those times where a comedian says something very profound and not necessarily funny, but
I love the way it catches on the
I'll repay you somehow.
He's taking a nap. He's taking a Stromath nap right now.
Oh, too soon. It was a year and a half ago.
Is it?
You know, it's been a very long time. For Gwen, it's too soon because it was only like a month ago.
Right. But this comedian was saying that sometimes, like, you know, in general, lying is bad, but sometimes there are such beautiful lies out there that if you believe them hard enough, they become true. And, like, there's, like, citing a lot of things about, like, you know, popular media and how, like, you know, Tolkien inspired a lot of people to, like, think about Middle-earth or, like, Harry Potter, you know, before, Rowling became completely crazy, that, you know, people wanted to believe
that was not the button I meant to hit. Fuck.
But
Sorry.
I like to think your beautiful lie is that you have manifested Gwen so much into this game where it's like, no, Gwen is in this game. Why don't I see her name here? It's a beautiful lie that has become true.
Alright. That's fine. Everything's fine. Just, can we kill this?
Zappy, zappy.
Oh, hello. Every time the glitchies happen, it freaks me out. I think something very bad is about to happen.
It's time.
Okay. We're gonna...
He's almost down. You're
Yeah.
doing great.
I don't like any of these. Sure.
Mahamana.
Go down.
Mahamana.
Ah!
Yeah, don't worry, Gwen will do it.
Like she always does.
That's right.
Except for when it's a triumvirate guy, and then she almost dies or goes literally insane.
All right.
You know what I love? I love that none of the triumvirate have actually seen or, like, noticed Vasile yet. Like, Vasile is this big, like, ace in the hole that, like, when we fight them, like, who is this guy in heavy armor? What is this guy?
Oh, I need to.
Why-
Okay, I need to pay attention. This feels useless because I've not been able to figure out what a non-special ailment is.
That would be, like, burning, frozen, shocked. Honestly, I think either fast heal or Psy break to get rid of.
I was like, 'cause this is an active thing to click on. What am I doing? I'm doing Haru stuff.
That Tetracon is very good. Or, yeah, get rid of fast heal. I think fast heal is something you won't actively... Because I feel like you're going to pull Haru in to use some Psy abilities, and then you're going to swap her out again, so...
I feel like also, like, ailments, like, tend to be, like, so many other people can, like, literally slap it out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright. Let's fuck you off.
Yeah, so that's, like, my... Like,
Oh,
if I had to...
I'm sorry.
If I had to write a fanfic of Breach, like, one of my fanfic moments will be when Vasile reveals himself to the Triumvirate, because none of them have met him yet in any way, shape, or form. It's like, who is this guy? Why does he have an AC of 29? Why is he casting enchantment spells and having a list of one-word commands ready to go?
It is mildly concerning, though, that, like, none of them have seen you, but you were the one that Calvinus targeted when trying to, like, dominate someone to kill everybody. That, I feel like it's almost worse that he allegedly hasn't seen any of you and somehow did still pick up on you to do that.
Well, I got the sense that that happened because Vasile was the closest to the door, because Vasile was going to go, like, look out a window, and that's when he dropped something on all the kobolds guarding the tower, and it was just by proximity that he fell into that, like, whatever effect was going on.
I'll send you the results.
That wasn't my interpretation, but I like that interpretation better because it's less scary. I would like to just... Oh, I was trying to hit the wrong button, so maybe I need to go back up here. I was hitting the Y button, and it wouldn't let me do Y button stuff up here. But that's not the button I hit. No, I can't do it here either!
Yeah. So you can fast travel from here back to the entrance.
Why do I need to do that?
Because that's where you can save.
But I'm saying, if I can fast travel to a save point, why not just allow this to be a save point?
I don't know, Jen. Do you want me to fill out another Sega? Do you want me to fill out another Sega support ticket?
No, it's because I already have the answer. Is because the same thing I've been saying. This game is not well designed. Anyways. On that note, hey guys, we're gonna be done now. God, am I gonna remember to... I'm gonna write myself a note, because I'm not gonna remember to go back down to that level. Go to bottom of mementos, because who knows how long this is gonna fucking be before we're back here. Alright, this is gonna... Oh, I just wrote all over my finger. I missed capping my pen.
Don't write it on your finger, write it on your post-it note.
Hey! Alright! Hey everybody. Thank you for being here for the short stream. James, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Happy Valentine's